Have you ever thought about making a sequel to Sling Blade? Is that something that you've ever seriously considered?
I don't know. I think sometimes things are better left alone, I think. I mean, I'm not sure what it would be. And I think the chance you take with stuff like that is just too great. I mean, it became iconic.
Yeah.
And so kind of why mess with it? Like if you did it again.
Oh, I'm not saying you should, but I love that movie. And it's like, yeah, a lot of times people will, I guess they do, it can actually ruin it retroactively in a way if you make a sequel that doesn't live up.
Well, I think about that sometimes because, like, I don't watch things I do because I think somehow magically I'm going to change history if I watch it. I'll watch it again, and then people won't like it, and I won't like it, you know? So I just kind of leave it, everything. I shut the lid on everything.
I think that's called some kind of obsessive-compulsive disorder, right?
I'm sure of that.
Yeah,
yes.
right?
Yes. No.
This show, Goliath, that's on Amazon, this is a great show. And this is the second season of the show. They all come out at once on Amazon, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like that they all come out at once?
Yeah, kind of, because the way they do it, it feels kind of like you're making an 8-hour or 10-hour movie. You know, so I think it's good that people are able to watch it straight through, and I've caught myself doing it a couple of times. You know, you think you're going to watch one episode, and then
one of our
it's
producers,
like 3 in the morning, and all of a sudden you're on episode 7. I don't know.
One of our producers did that very thing with your show last night. He just started watching it, and then the next thing you knew, the sun was coming up. You play a lawyer who's an alcoholic, and you shoot in Santa Monica, in Venice, here in LA. Do the people now, are you now known by the locals for, I mean, I imagine you're out on the street quite frequently out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we shoot down at Chez J, you know, the legendary bar restaurant down there.
Chez J, yeah, right.
It's a pretty great place.
How long's that place been around?
Oh, it's 1959.
1959.
Yeah, and a lot of people have graced that place. Steve McQueen, you know, people like that used to hang out there. And, you know, it really, in that area, you see more tourists than you do locals. I mean, locals go in Chez J.
Right.
But the people on the street, like we're filming out in the parking lot or whatever, and I always see people from, you know, Nebraska and New Jersey, everywhere. And it's always fun because I'm kind of codependent and feel like, you know, these are the people that put shoes on my kids, so I feel like you owe your fans.
Not literally. You're not letting your fans touch your children, right? I mean,
no, I actually.
You do. Oh, well, that is really codependent.
And but it's, you know, I just think, you know, when they want to take pictures, and the ADs, I drive them crazy.
So you're in the middle of a shoot and somebody strolls in.
I just go.
You'll stop and take the picture.
I do, yeah. But it's like I said, it's mostly tourists there. But the harder thing is when we're shooting down the boardwalk in Venice, because there are a lot of characters on the Venice boardwalk that have been there forever.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I mean, and they know me, and so.
You might be one of them.
Well, I definitely have been one of them.
Oh, yeah?
At certain points, yes. But, you know, we've had a couple of scenes where there was one scene in particular where I was on the phone. I'm supposed to be talking to, you know, one of my pals on the phone, and I've got the thing up to my ear here, and I'm walking down the Venice boardwalk, and the whole crew's there. They're shooting the scene. It's a lot of dialogue on the phone. And this guy rides up on a bicycle that I've been seeing out there for 25 years. And, hey, man, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of, you know, on a scene, and, you know. And I just couldn't help it. Stop, talk to him, ask how he'd been and everything. In the meantime, the ADs are running down there screaming at everybody. But I can't help it. Just, you know, when people are enthusiastic, I like to encourage them. You know?
That's good. That's nice. He encourages enthusiasm. Season 2 of Goliath premieres a week from today on Amazon. Thanks for watching, and remember, every time you click the subscribe button, one of your enemies gets destroyed.